Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making the easiest chocolate ice cream ever. We just need some key simple ingredients. First is 1.5 cups of whole milk. I'm using 355 milliliters. Then we have unsweetened cocoa powder. I'm using 100 grams, which is a full cup. Then it's 220 grams of granulated sugar, which is 1 cup. 473 milliliters of heavy cream, which is 2 cups, and 5 milliliters of vanilla extract, which is just a teaspoon. I'm using a big kind of jug with a spout, so it's easier to pour into my ice cream machine, but you can use whatever you want. We will be mixing this by hand, and you don't need an ice cream maker, but I'm using one. So, the first thing we're going to do is pour our milk. And we're going to combine it with our cocoa powder and sugar. And like I said, guys, we're just going to be doing this by hand. You can get a hand mixer if you'd like, but honestly, it doesn't take that much effort. It's super easy, and you'll see. And like I said as well, I'm going to be using my ice cream maker machine, but you can do this without it. And there's just one additional step, and I'll go over that in a little bit. So here I'm just whisking everything until the sugar and the cocoa powder are fully dissolved. But if you can see, like, the cocoa powder is just sitting on top of the milk right now because it's really hard to get it mixed in with the milk. So just keep whisking it, and eventually you'll see that it'll start getting incorporated, and I'll show you a clip of that. There we go. So the cocoa powder is getting incorporated, but I want to make sure I get those little lumps out. But honestly, guys, it does not take that long. Okay, I could do it, and I have like really weak wrists. I have carpal tunnel, so if I can do it, you can do it too. But if it's too hard, you can always use your little hand mixer, but make sure you use it at a low setting. So here it is, fully incorporated. It doesn't feel sandy, which is key. You don't want grainy ice cream. All right, so I will be adding my 2 cups of heavy cream. Well, first I'm going to add the vanilla extract to the jar that I have my heavy cream in. But if you are not going to be using a stand mixer, or I'm sorry, an ice cream machine or an ice cream maker, what you want to do is you want to whisk your heavy cream until you have stiff peaks. So I would recommend a handheld mixer or stand mixer for that, because that can take some time, but you want to have stiff peaks. And once you have stiff peaks, you want to fold your whipped cream mixture into your milk chocolate mixture. And that way you don't have to go through the process of churning with an ice cream maker. And once you fold that mixture in, you'll just pop it in your freezer. But here I'm just incorporating the heavy cream into the chocolate. You're going to see in a little bit that I'm going to show you a couple bubbles, which is perfectly fine. If you're using an ice cream maker, it's not even going to show up once it's fully churned. So it's fully incorporated. I'm going to chill my mixture for 30 minutes. If you have more time to chill it, that's great. You can put it in there for longer. Here I'm showing you that I'm setting my timer for 30 minutes though. But like I said, you can have that mixture overnight if you want. And if you are not using an ice cream maker, you just pour it into a airtight container and put it in your freezer overnight, or at least for 4 hours. And you have perfectly delicious smooth ice cream. So you see how I'm pouring it, and there's like chunks of heavy cream kind of that clumped up together. That's fine. Once it starts churning, it'll mix that in So don't even worry about that. When I first put this lid on, I put it on the wrong way, so my paddle wasn't spinning, and it took me about 5 minutes to realize I did it wrong. So here on my ice cream maker, I have the option to do a normal, which would be a hard ice cream, and then I have the option to do a soft textured ice cream. So I'm just choosing normal. When it comes out, it'll be kind of like a soft serve, or ice cream when you take it out and leave it on your counter, and that's perfectly fine. You can leave it on for longer and it'll be more like stiff, and you can totally eat it once your ice cream maker has finished churning it. It's delicious. So here I'm showing you how my ice cream maker has churned. It still had a little bit more time to keep churning, but I'm not going to eat it now. So I'm just going to put it in my little container, my airtight container, and enjoy it at a later time. But I do give it a little taste test to make sure it's yummy. And it is. It's so creamy, guys. Super creamy. You're going to feel, especially if you use whole milk, you don't have to, but just using whole milk really gives you that authentic, creamy texture of ice cream. It's delicious, guys. It's so chocolatey, so yummy. With some key ingredients that you probably already have in your fridge. And I used Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder, guys. But if you don't like Hershey's cocoa powder, you can use whatever you like. If you like Ghirardelli cocoa powder, you can use that as long as it's unsweetened. But look at that texture, guys. Look at that. So good. So delicious. So I'm just putting it in this little container. I think that's a quart size. I got these from Amazon. So this recipe made about a quart and a half, or a full quart, and then like a little bit less than a half of another quart. Yeah, so just make sure you have an airtight container so your ice cream doesn't like form ice crystals on the top or get freezer burn. Or does ice cream even get freezer burn? I think it does, because it's happened to me before. So this is the next day, guys. I'm just showing you how it looks. Remember, if you want to put toppings or anything like that, you would do that after the ice cream has churned, or after you folded your heavy whipping cream into your mixture, and you would add your toppings then: fruits, nuts, some instant coffee. This feels exactly like store-bought ice cream. I hope you guys make this and enjoy it. Have a nice day.